Hello, everybody. Happy spontaneous live time. Starting to get excited about going away again. That's always fun, and starting to think about what to take with me. We are going to Japan in, I think it's 17 days. Tokyo. I normally would do this as just like a recorded video and then put it out as a video, but I remember last year when I did my planning, I was thinking how it would have been fun if I would have done it as a live stream. So that's why I'm here today. Thank you for being here if you're here. Say hi in the chat if you are here. Always nice to know that feels weird. Nice to know if I'm talking to myself or if I'm actually talking to somebody else, because there's a difference, and it would just be good to know. So say hi if you're here. Say hi if you're here. Let me know if you've ever been to Japan or where your favorite places that you have traveled to. And then I think I'm just going to get started. Also, it's a bit of a different stream setup than regular art hang party, so if anything sounds weird, please let me know. There's no background music today. But that's cool. Hello from Tennessee. Create Datch Linker. Mira, hello from Austria. Welcome. Okay, so this is my 4th time going to Japan and my 3rd time taking a travel kit of art supplies with me. The first time I went, I was drawing digitally, so I had my iPad, but I don't think that really counts for me. So, I mean, it was still being creative. It was just no sketchbook. Hi, Stacy from California. Hippo, bonjour. I'm in Toronto, if you don't know, and it is really cold, so it will be nice to get to a little bit of a warmer place. I think right now they're forecasting like 11 degrees Celsius during the daytime when we're there, so I'm really looking forward to that. I have some art supplies out around. You can't see it right now. And I also have my previous 2 sketchbooks that I thought I would just do a little bit of a quick review of what supplies I was using at that time. So this is 2023. Lutza, hello. It's not like the middle of, well, it's probably still the middle of the night, but not the middle of the night for you. By the way, I'm Melissa. I don't know if there's maybe some people here who don't know who I am. I am regularly live every Thursday for Art Hang Party, which is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we do it together here on YouTube, and every week is a different theme, and we draw together, and it's lovely. But I'm live today to talk about putting together my art kit for Japan. It's only 7 p.m. Very nice. So, 2023, I took a Pentel brush pen, one of the big ones. I can't actually find where they are. I can only find this gray one. So I took one like this, but it was blue, and it exploded in the plane all over my jeans. So that is not even in consideration. What else? I have a page, yes. Okay, so I took the Sailor Fude fountain pen, which did not explode. And this had, and still has, green waterproof ink in it. Jessica, hello. I saw you popped up in Discord. I was very happy to see you there. Nice to see you. Hippo said 7 p.m. for me too. Where are you, Litza? You guys are both in Europe-ish. Hungry. So I haven't actually drawn with the Sailor Fude fountain pen in a long time. So I took that. I took Inktense, my Inktense paint palette. I took the Pentel Pocket Brush pen, which is this little one. Again, did not explode. And in here I have platinum carbon black ink, which is very waterproof and so great to use with watercolor and stuff. And plus also very fun to sketch with. And then I took a very small selection of Prismacolors. And that feels like everything that I took. A very small kit, very small kit. But of course, then I added to my selection as the trip went on. I'm pretty sure I have some pages of new stuff. There is a page. I know there's a page. I do have sketchbook tours of all of these on my channel, and I think I have them linked in the description if you want to check them out if you haven't seen them. Anyway, I don't know. So some of this was filled out on the trip. The majority was filled out after I got home. And the way I'll show you what I like to do with my sketchbooks, I like to split them out into number of days. So I divide the number of pages by number of days and then mark it down. Oh, here. Mark it down, like split it out, what I do. But here are some of the new supplies that I picked up on this trip here. So then these got also used in here, either while we were away or once we got home. Litsa said, carbon black is so nice. It's so much darker than any other black ink marker I have. It is, and it also dries fully waterproof. You got to give it a couple minutes, but once it's dry, which is good. This is the one from last year, 2025, which is crazy. And again, we went kind of end of February, so same timing that we're going this year. And these are the supplies that I ended up taking. So the Zig Calligraphy dual tip chisel tip pen, which is also waterproof ink. Very similar, like you can get very similar lines to the Sailor Fude, the thick and thin, also like super chunky on this end. It dries super fast and super waterproof, so it is a great thing to take. This is probably almost a definite going to come with me. I also took a little watercolor palette, which is this. Just a tiny little wooden, one of those things that you get on Amazon or something. And these are all Holbein watercolors that I picked up last trip, like 2023 trip. I took a brush pen, like a water brush, which is for sure needs to come. I took the Art Graph stick, but I don't think I ended up using it, so good to know. I took this Muji mechanical pencil, which has a 2mm lead in it, which is fun to draw with if I just want to do like some simple sketching. I don't think I took a rainbow pencil, but I should. Hippo said, I'm reaching the bottom of my carbon ink these days and can't really refill my converter up. You have to do it twice a day. Oh my goodness. How much ink are you using? That's a lot. That's a lot. Litsa said, yes, I have some fountain pen cartridges of it. It's great, but sheesh, the bottle is so expensive. And I'm not even sure they sell it here anymore. I'm using Rohrer and Lot, which is also super nice. I've heard good things about that ink. And Litsa says, sheesh, Hippo, that must be so messy. I can never do it without having my fingers be somewhat covered in ink. Let me, if you don't have a converter and you just fill up the cartridges that come with the pen, like, I think the Sailor Fude I don't have a converter for it. It's just, oh, I do. Actually, I do. There's, what is it? Which one is it? Oh, the platinum carbon ink, which comes with platinum carbon black ink inside of it, but there's not a, I don't know that there's a converter for this pen. So I just take this out and then use this little, it's like a cat medicine dropper thing with like a little skinny nozzle on it. And I just fill up the ink and squeeze it into the cartridge and then put it back in the pen, and it's fine. It's fine. It's easy. It's good. That's what I do. Hippo says, I buy the bottle on Pen Store website. It is Swedish. Oh, it is because it can't really reach the bottom of the bottle. Ah. Syringes are super nice. I use it to refill cartridges, but I don't have a dull one. Oh, yes. No pricking yourself with ink. No accidental tattoos. Okay, I also took this is just a glue stick. It's the Pit Stick. I got it in Japan, and just to like tape stuff in or like glue stuff in, little ephemeras and things. I didn't end up taking this Posca pen, and I did take this pen, which is a Pentel sign pen, but I gave it away. So those are the supplies that I took last year. Oh, and also this. Hi, Teresa. I also took this little 2-pot watercolor Shinhan Pass watercolor gouache combo. I love the colors. I don't think I used it, but it came with me. You could check with your vet. Let's like if there's if a vet, because like I'm pretty sure that's for cats, like giving medicine to cats, even without the little nozzle, like the little extender thing on it. This works pretty good too. Oh yes, and everybody, it's Hippo's birthday, so let's all wish Hippo a happy birthday. I'm gonna say it 17 times. I'm just happy I remembered. So I really enjoyed using the Zig calligraphy pen and watercolor. Did I have a different watercolor set with me? Because this, yes, I bought more watercolor and then I put it in, this, all the new stuff, and and then this is filled up since last year, but I had this with me after I bought it. All the happy birthdays. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I bought the Kakimori dip pen. Yeah. Some art supplies that I picked up. So I think like I have a pretty good idea of what's needed. I need a pen, I need watercolor, I need another drawing thing, pencil or something, if I don't want to use a pen, just for variety. And then like fun things, but then maybe the fun things can come once I get there and see all of the new and different things that I can add. Like if Michelle is here, Holbein color pencils. So last year I took this, and as you probably know, I like to make my own like art pouches. This one is well loved and needs a wash, but I kind of like it all crunchy. And the sketchbook fits in the back here. It had a little pouch so I can put like the little things in there. And yeah, it held a lot. And this came around with me everywhere. So on the plane, and then also in my backpack when we were out for the day, so that if I had like a couple of minutes, or we were sitting at a cafe, I could pull my sketchbook out and do a little bit of sketchbooking. Hi, Meryl. Happy Thursday. Happy Saturday. It's fun to see an old sketchbook. Oh, this one? This one is 2023. So I did buy another one of these originally thinking that it would be my sketchbook that I wanted to take, because I really do enjoy the paper on it. It's nice and smooth, but it holds watercolor really nicely. And I do kind of like how like crunchy and fall aparty it gets. So I bought another one, so you can see. And this was going to be the sketchbook that I was taking. And then I had a thought that I love this pith sketchbook, the Kabosu. The way that it holds watercolor is even nicer. And it's still like fun to draw in. Neo colors are really nice on it. Everything is really nice in here. And it's a lot smaller, so I feel like maybe it's a little bit more convenient for when I'm out walking around and stuff, and it doesn't like take up so much room on a table when we're out waiting for food or at a cafe or something, you know? And it's just a little more nice to hold in my hand. So I bought a new one. I bought this lovely lilac color. You can take this off now that I remember what it is. It's the Pith Kabosu. And it has 76 pages, 200 GSM, 100% cotton paper. So it's a luxury sketchbook. It is luxury. It is very nice. And I've already decided that this is the sketchbook, and I've split it up into the days that we're going with these little tape tabs on the side. So we're away for 8 days, 7 full days. Like I did, 7 full days, and then I did like the 8th day split into 2, because travel day, we're mostly on a plane, ideally sleeping as much as possible. And then the last day is also a travel home day. So not as many spreads, but in a day, like a normal day, lilac says hippo. Lilac or lavender? What did I say? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spreads per day, which I think is doable. I don't plan on filling it up all while I'm away. So like I did so the first one, 2023, I planned on filling it up completely while we were there. And then I got there and I was like, that's not going to happen. I bought this from Jackson's online. So the Canadian version of the Jackson's website, which is really just allows us to buy in Canadian funds. But thankfully I didn't have to pay any duties or taxes when it got delivered. I think my order was small enough that they just didn't care. I got this, and I got a new Shinhan Pass pink. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, I got these sketchbooks. They were 89 cents. They were 89 cents, and they have 20 pages, 140 GSM paper. Just like, a little throw in your bag and take with you anywhere kind of sketchbook. So I actually thought about taking this, and this I feel like I could fill up while we were away, but I'm going to do that. Yes, it is a very nice pink. Look at it. Let's see if you see the full brightness of the pink. I always have to cover like the direct light so that it shows up proper. But that is the Shinhan Pass pink. I love it. So I've prepared every single page in this one sketchbook with pink. So that'll be fun to use at some point in time. People say awesome things about those studio sketchbooks. Yeah, and I'm going to get a Traveler's Factory passport journal cover thing, and I think this will fit in there. So these will be like an insert to my Traveler's Factory journal. Yeah, I might end up taking one of these, actually. I might just take one, throw it in my little pouch, and do that. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Hippo said, I used to order Jackson's UK, but since the Brexit taxes are insane, I don't buy anything from the UK. Yeah, that's fair. I think usually if I did have to pay, it would be 13%, which is like our HST, GST, harmonized sales tax. So it's not a big deal, but I know that Brexit and everything is a lot more complicated. So, but thankfully I didn't get hit with it this time. So that is good. I'm going to take the Kabosu for sure. Hi, Michelle. You love Jackson's for a lot of European brands. Yes. So this is a for sure. And then I'm thinking, like, it maybe is not going to hurt to bring one of these. Even if it doesn't go in my travel kit. So I'm going to take this, which is a Delphonics utility pouch that has been with me ever since 2019, I think. I think I bought it in 2019 in Japan. If not 2023, but I think 2019. I think it's been, yeah. And then I made myself another pouch, which I use as my work kit. I like to, on lunches and stuff. Take this. Michelle says, I find if you order around $50-ish, you won't get charged Canadian taxes. Okay. Yeah, this was definitely not crazy. And this is just a little, it's more like a bullet journal book, but anyway, I haven't drawn since October the 6th in here. It's been too cold to go outside at lunch, so there we go. I don't know what else I have in here right now. I have a little watercolor kit that is not quite working. It's a gum wrapper inside a little Muji container. Good colors. My little business cards. Art Hang Party sticker. A little homemade sketchbook that I haven't used. This is Fabriano watercolor paper in here. It's very cute. Highlighters. And a pencil sharpener and a black Polychromos color pencil. I'm going to leave those in there. It's a good thing to have in there. And then I have my original Zig calligraphy pen. I'm going to set that aside. It's a little bit dry. I have a Koh-i-Noor double-ended pencil. It's like a crayon-y pencil thing. This one's broken. They're fun. They're fun. A rainbow pencil, of course. A Lyra water-soluble chunky boy. What is this one? 9B? 6B? 9B. 9B. Nail file. And a travel watercolor brush. Which I'm not going to take this because I'm going to take a couple of these ones that has the water in the barrel. You can't find the Zig pen anywhere. I buy it on Amazon. I know for sure Amazon had it last time. Well, the 2 times I bought it. I haven't found it anywhere else. Not ideal, I know, but yes, that's a Posteron, the double-ended pencil. I have been using one recently, and they're fun. I bought a 5. I bought this set, and yeah, they're super fun. I think this is the original one, the red and blue, right? That's the OG. Oh, Hippo says, I have some, Teresa, I will send you in the next parcel. You guys are too cute. You guys are too cute. So this is going to be the kit that I travel around with. That sketchbook fits really nicely in the back there. So this will like come around with me all day, every day, wherever we go. This will come on the plane, in my backpack or whatever bag I carry. And yeah, so everything that I want to take should fit in here. And let's talk about it then, what it is. I'm also going to bring this in my suitcase so that I can just fill it up with all of the things that I buy. I got a couple spare pencils, a viewfinder, photos of my nephew, who is now a lot bigger than that, a corner clip, and then just random cute things. I also always have in here this magnetic clip so that I can clip it on my sketchbook and attach a watercolor palette to it when we're out and about. So that is definitely going to come. It would be nice if I could find a smaller version of this that has like the super strong magnet on it. That's maybe like a quarter of the size. I don't know if that's possible. Michelle says that's so sweet, and Hippo says Teresa deserves the best. She is such a great friend. It's true. It is true. Look at how this sketchbook is framing my my little circle. It's fun. So things that we know for sure. What's the paper texture of the Jackson Studio sketchbook like? Is it super smooth? Hello, TEG88. It is, what is it? Does it say? It has some tooth to it. I'm just feeling it with my finger. Let me see if we can see. I'd say it's like hot press, but a little bit textured, right? And then, oh, this side is a little bit smoother. So there, that shows like the front and back sides. I haven't tried it yet, aside from just rubbing and scraping paint on. And I think it'll be good for like pretty much everything. I could use it to swatch, but I want to use the pith. I want to use the pith to swatch. And I'm going to use my, oh no, got my Band-Aid in the pen tip. Litsa says, I love those Roman small palettes so much. I have two and I always want more. They're so spacious for how little they are. Hippo said, these sketchbooks have a good reputation. Did I mention it was only 89 cents Canadian for this size? I think the one that is like the next size up was $1.59 or something. I bought 4, but I probably should have bought more. Like 89 cents. I don't know how you can beat that. Yeah, so I'm gonna swatch in my ongoing one, and then I think, like I did last year, I'll draw the supplies that I end up deciding to take on the cover. Good deal indeed. You get, like, honestly, what is 89 cents these days? We were at the grocery store and a regular sized chocolate bar was $2.99. Oh yes, Teresa stickers, yes. You can buy these in a Officina Caracalina's shop. Michelle says Above Ground has cheap little books like that, not quite that small. Yeah, with their own paper and stuff. So this is a for sure. Did I spell that right? A sticker made at Art Hang Party. Yes, the fish pie, or the stargazy pie. That was epic. That was epic. Okay. Definitely. And then I honestly don't think I need any more pens to take. I would love to take this Safari Lamy Joy. It's a Lamy Joy. It has a calligraphy nib on it. I think it's 1.8 millimeters. I have some really nice blue ink in here right now. It's just like beautiful to draw with. But I'm wary of taking fountain pens on the plane. And also, like, I know I can fill it up before we go. But it is so smooth. It's a maybe. That's a maybe. Litsa says, Melissa, you're going to come home from Japan like my mom did from Spain a few weeks ago with both her luggage and my stepdad's filled with souvenirs. No, I don't know where she put the clothes. She probably wore them. So my plan is not to buy like a crazy amount of art supplies. I do want to buy my like replacements for my watercolor because they're so cheap over there. It just makes sense to spend less than half the price on a tube of watercolor than I can buy it for here. And they're colors that I absolutely love. So that is a for sure. I'm not going to take this guy. I'm not going to take these. This little palette did me really well. Oh man, I don't have any water. Oh, I have old water. Okay. Got some dirty water. That'll do. So this little palette, my original, oh, that's so dirty. It's maybe not a great idea. Oh, that's the wrong color. think my big investment this time is going to be a traveler's notebook. I want to get the nice leather passport cover and then all sorts of inserts and accessories for it. And then also we're going to the Hobonichi flagship store. So like all sorts of like stationery stickers and things. So those colors are like my go-to. And it's such a tiny little palette that it's very convenient. However, we all know our friend Olinda from Olinda's Artistic Oddities makes these little business card holder watercolor palettes. And this is one that I have been using quite a lot. It lived in my work kit, but I like it so much that it's kind of come out of hiding. And it has some of the same colors, like the yellow and the magenta and the turquoise are in here. And then it has, oh, and the lavender. But it has some other colors, like vermilion and opera pink. Right now I'm leaning here. I think that's the blue. This is a different, these here are granulating watercolors from Holbein, which is another thing that I want to buy. I'm gonna hopefully be able to find the set of 24 of them, and buy the whole set because they're so nice. What is this? Is, ooh, shadow green. Is that? Oh, that's sap green. And I have an indigo. I think these are, yeah. So this whole palette is this, with the exception, I don't think I have Moonglow in there. And I mean, this is so small. You're welcome. So small, it will, like, no doubt, easy fit in there. Or it can go in a little pocket here. So this is maybe. That's maybe. This is maybe because it's even smaller. And then likely I will buy another bigger palette. Just knowing myself, that might happen. But also, I have another one of Olinda's palettes here, and it only has my 3 favorite watercolors, which is a really fun limited palette for mixing, which I love using. And I don't know. I think I like the convenience of having like a larger palette for out and about, so that it just, you know, you pick a color and you go for it and you don't have to worry about mixing, is what I'm thinking. But I do have this Roman Schmal palette, which is tiny in comparison to a regular travel watercolor palette. Same thickness, but like half the size, almost half the size. I have in here Daniel Smith watercolor sticks, which I don't use a lot, but the colors are very nice that I have. So I'll just quickly swatch these out. And I was thinking, much like I was saying with these, that it's nice not to have to be able to mix, and you can just pick a color. And I think these colors feel a little bit cleaner. I'm gonna have to stop myself from wanting to mix them though if I take them. then also I need to think about like when I'm there, it's mostly food, I think, that I draw on location. It's not really, I don't really sit down and do a lot of like landscapes or urban sketching. Those are usually done from photos after. But like that's just a nice little palette as it is. I should try to get more blue. It's nice. I wish it was as streamlined as this guy. What green is this, please? This green is, let me consult the remnants. The darker green is undersea green. That one I know for sure. Undersea green. That's been high on my Daniel Smith must-have list for a very long time. And then this one is phthalo green, yellow shade. The more tealy color one. Let me just tell you what all the colors are. New Gamboge, which is the warmer yellow. Hansa Yellow Medium is the cooler lemony yellow. Yes, you have the undersea green. Great one. Opera Pink, which is very hard to re-wet. Quinacridone Coral is the red. Cerulean Blue. Cobalt Blue. Phthalo Green, Undersea Green, and Lamp Black is the black. I think, yeah, I bought a set of 5, and then I bought 2 extras. So nice little mixing palette, nice little palette on its own without having to mix. Just really nice, clean colors. And like, I mean, it's probably not the biggest deal to have, like, any other time this palette would be like super small, you know, and convenient. And it really is. And the colors are really nice. And it will easily fit in here and not add any bulk to this little pouch. So I'm still undecided on which watercolor. What do you think? I have one more to consider. And that is in a Neocolor tin, the granulating watercolor set from Holbein. You didn't know the Lamp Black? It's nice, like it's really nice. And then also with these, oh no, I have them stuck down, I think. I was gonna say, like, it's gonna get so messy though. I could take them out and like draw with them, but that's not gonna happen. That should not happen. Because it's so messy. It is so hard to decide. I will take input from you guys. I will take input. So yeah, the granulating watercolors, like, I think that would look really nice in terms of like food drawing and stuff. I don't know. And again, it's nice and slim. It would fit in here. Would it fit in here? It fits in there. But then I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy these watercolors anyway. I just have these when Olinda was here. I took a tiny little squeeze out of each of the tubes. It was like made like a little dot. Yes, this one is thin, but with more colors. Michelle says, I would take the Roman Schmal Daniel Smith palette. Okay. So far we have a vote for this and for this. This one, Hippo, you say this one, the granulating colors. I could be into that. Lutza said, this is for my fellow Europeans. If Allegro is available where you are, Roman Schmal can usually be found super well priced from Polish sellers usually. Yes, the granulating. Okay. 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 Teresa said I would take the granulating too, more colors. Okay. Do I need to take a rainbow pencil? I do need to take a rainbow pencil. I'm gonna buy more because like they're $1.21 or 121 yen, which I think is, yeah. I do like straight conversion, so like 100 yen is $1 Canadian, but I think our dollar's a little bit better this trip. So anyway, for $1, I'm gonna buy more rainbow pencils, but I'm also gonna take a rainbow pencil. Yes, rainbow always. And it's just fun to draw with, like airport sketches and things. Lisa said, if you rotate the pans in the Roman Schmal palette, you can pack 3 more from Holbein and have the best of both worlds. Yes, rainbow pencil, and buy them there. I mean, it's not gonna take up much room, so I'll take it. If I rotate, they go in sideways. They do. Lutza, you're a genius. You're a genius. Okay. I do have empty pans and a whole lot of watercolor tubes. Wow. This might be the solution. Look at how much extras we can take. Come on now. I bet you I can take 8 pans. Genius or hoarder, either works. Genius. Okay. That already feels better anyway. Great tip. Great. I think I glued these down. Like I actually like super glued those down. Where is my all-time favorite Roman Schmal watercolors? More Daniel Smith. What did I just have? These are, I just want some hands. Okay, I'm gonna use these for S and G's, although, yeah, okay. Okay. Can I do, oh. Might have some, you know how sometimes half pans are a little bit smaller? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find my bag of pans. Okay, that was actually quite easy to find. You didn't figure it out on your own? The one you bought came with a few pans and they were in there like that. Okay, let's see. How the heck? I think those are the same size. I think. If I really squish it, look at that. Look at that. Okay. I can take 8 extra colors in here. Just a little force it. You can remove the metal insert and put the pans directly in the tin. I think you can squeeze a few more in that way. Oh, but that's staying. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. 6. Yes, 6, not 8. This is just bad math. I'll try it after, Stacy, without the insert and see if it feels a little bit more comfortable, because I don't know if these are gonna pop out at any point. But I can take 6 colors. It's very exciting. Okay, thank you. Get rid of that. Now what 6 colors? I can't take granulating because these are locked in here. And I'm gonna buy them anyway. So I could leave these empty and then fill them up with colors. This is why I like this palette, doesn't waste space between the rows like other palettes. Who would have thought that you could fit 15 colors in this tiny little thing? So then maybe I go back to my original palette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need the blue. I don't need the pink. I don't need the yellow. I don't need... Interesting. Okay. The shell pink, like one of the shell pink, that little soft pink would be good. Brown, Van Dyke brown would be good. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure that out later. Browns for sweets. There will be lots of sweets. Yes, less time mixing colors. Okay, cool. I was 100% sure that this was going to be the watercolor palette that was coming. But that is very good. Lutza said, I think Sketches and Scrubs has a similar filled palette. That's why I bought mine. Hers just looks so good. She's got like 1,000 of these, I think. I think she must have like 5 or 6 of them. Brown is also good for random dogs. Yes. Okay, let me see where we're at in terms of space in here. Let me fill her up, see where we are. So I might not have... Oh, there's lots of room. Plenty of room. I still have a whole side here. Do I want to take... This is still a maybe, but let's pretend. Oh, I feel like that might be a little loosey-goosey. Maybe... Oh, that's a bit chunky. I don't like the magnet clip in there with the watercolor palette. That pen is better to go in the suitcase. I see what you're saying. Explosion. Honestly, I probably don't need it. I was gonna say what I could do is sew like a little strap here, and then the back can clip into it so that it's nice and secure. But it's probably on it. Has anybody tried the Lamy Joy? Slide the pen in next to the sketchbook. Like that. My goodness, you're full of good ideas. Has anybody tried the Lamy Joy or even the nib? So I bought a second nib to put in this other Lamy Safari fountain pen, and in here I have the black platinum carbon. Get it going. Anyway, I'm not proving my point. I was going to say it is just as smooth, but I think it's not right now. It's not participating. It's just so nice. You wouldn't take it in the cabin. I have heard horror stories of fountain pens exploding on people. I've had good luck, but also I had that... the Pentel pen explode on me. So I don't need it. I have maybe take an unopened cartridge so it can't explode, or buy some there. Yes, better the Zig pen for sure. This one's not exploding. Just, I love the ink. I love the color. I love the smoothness. Anyway, it's fine. Or just put it in a Ziploc bag. I've heard if you keep it parallel while the plane is taking off and landing, then it's less likely to explode. But it's not worth risking. Hi, Celia. Thank you. Have a fabulous trip. 17 more days. I'm hoping that I can find something that works like this, but is less bulky like that. Honestly, is very chunky. Put it in a bag and take it in a suitcase with you. I could take it in here in a bag. Or not take it. It's fine. I don't need it. I can find something else. My next question is, do I want to take any Inktense pencils? Because I do still have a little bit of room. And sometimes Inktense pencils are just a little bit more convenient than like watercolor for out and about. And I do have my little black. Personally, you would take it, live dangerously. These are my original colors of Inktense pencils that I got a couple of years ago now. And it's just a nice little limited palette. You can draw with them, and then they're Inktense, so adding water to them activates them, and you can use them like paint. Yes, I want to take watercolor pencils. Okay. Hippo says yes, definitively yes. I don't think I took them last time. So that is that little palette. It's very nice. Oh, I got the... Michelle, were you with us when... No, you weren't with me. This is a red violet. Does anybody have this pencil color for Inktense? So you would think it would be a nice lavendery lilac color, right? I just have to show you because it is ready. Can I just ask you, how in the world are those colors even close to being the same? How? How? I was so mad when I tried it at home. It's like, what is this? The brown is Willow. It's very nice. It's, yeah, it's a really nice one. I'm trying to think if there's any other colors. Oh, you know what? Where's my, haha, salmon. Pink flamingo. Pink flamingo needs to come. Teresa's color. Pink flamingo. You know what? I would replace fuchsia. I'm going to replace fuchsia with pink flamingo, and then have the red, the poppy red. Hi, Reb. How are you? Several Inktense don't show the exact color on the end. This one is the worst I've ever seen. I don't know, it's the worst. Like all these other ones, yes. This one, no. What is this? Scarlet pink. Where did that come from? Do I like that better than poppy red? Poppy red at the top and scarlet pink right here. I think I like, that's more like vermilion, which feels more Tokyo to me. I'm gonna make a swap. Okay, poppy red goes away. I don't need a darker red. That's fine. Do I need indigo? Deep indigo. Oh, yeah. I think so. I think deep indigo, maybe instead of, no, black's fine. Yes, it is very much the shrine color. It's just like the red, even though this is pink. How do these fit in here? That might be everything. That might be everything. Oh, water brush. I have a fresh, very fresh, not even any water in it yet, water brush, and I kind of want to take two because if I use them on the, do I have room for two? That's maybe too many Inktense pencils. Just enough Inktense pencils. Just enough, I would say. This, yeah, that can stay there. What is too tall here? Nothing. Room for a Lyra water soluble. It could fit in here. It could go in here. I honestly don't know that I would use it though. Do I want just like a pencil? I will definitely use less. I will definitely use less than I take. Like when I think back to last year, I didn't use this. I didn't use that. I maybe barely, actually I barely used the pencil, I think. I'm a little bit at the airport. Mostly it's the zig and the watercolor. Because I mostly just drew food. Michelle says I'm totally into Inktense right now. Yeah, it was mostly food that I did while we were away. This pen that was at home. Yeah, if you didn't use the art craft, you don't need the Lyra. Get all the stamps. What's the brand of the big sketchbook? This one here is a Semisidisi. I'll show you. Because I don't know how to say it. It's Italy, from Italy. Can you read that? Anyway, I don't know. It's that. Maybe this one is a little clearer. I don't know. Whatever that says. I can find it on, I know the Above Ground Art Supplies in Toronto has it. So I can find a link there and then that will that will help point you in the right direction. I feel like I have too much, honestly. Considering I mostly used the Zig and watercolor. You know what? This might be too chunky.
This is all for Joanne.
Yeah. That one feels much better. I think I have to take this one. It just, like, look at that compared to that. It's not a lot, but it's enough. It's just, I think I have to take the slim one. And it has a good number. It has a good number of good colors in here too, that don't need mixing and can be used straight. I think I love how we've modified this, and I think it's going to be really handy. Surprised that it holds so many pans because I thought it was pretty full before. But I think I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that switch. It just feels better. Less rattly, less chunky. If you want to make yourself a pouch like this, I have a free pattern in my coffee shop. It's a free sewing pattern download, and you can customize it to whatever size sketchbook that you have. And there's instructions on how to do that with a little fold over pouch and zipper and everything. It's just really, it's so convenient. This one I made last year, and then this one turned into this one. Yeah. What if you rotate the Roman schmull and have it above the button? Just an idea. The other one is definitely slimmer. It's just gonna fall to the bottom. Like, it just wants to fall to the bottom, you know? So close, so close. Oh yeah, because also, I don't actually need to bring this. I'm going to put this back in my pouch here, the Delphonics pouch. And yeah, if I need it, I can take it out for a day. So that also brings us back to this one, which is just as slim and takes up just as little space. So the one with the granulating watercolors. What do we think? I'm leaning this one still. Just because when I'm out and about, it's just that much smaller. But then also these colors. Convenience color, convenience color. The small one. The small one. I think so. I think so. Okay. I'm gonna make some edits to my pencils. I don't need indigo. I don't need black. Hippo says the red one for me, more color and more space to mix if needed. The beauty of these is they don't need to be mixed. It's just, they're perfect as they are. But also I try not to let myself mix. I wish this one were a little bit shorter. Maybe I can sharpen it down a little bit to get it down. Less easy to hold, yes. I'm second guessing the Inktense paints. Inktense pencils. I will take Pink Flamingo. I will take Teal Green. And oh, you know what? Pause, please. I have 17 days to make it shorter. Yes. So I bought this selection of pencils to use as a little limited color palette together. Just fun for drawing. These three here. I might do that. I might do that because those are fun just to like use to draw. One is an Inktense and two are Caran d'Ache Luminance. Maybe more browns with Inktense if you're using granulating palette. Yeah, it doesn't really have browns, but it's easy enough to... Oh, I did add a brown here, actually. That's Van Dyke Brown right there. Because I did feel it was missing a brown. So that right there is Van Dyke Brown. So I'm going to take these. Okay, I like that. That feels good. That feels good. And then perhaps, no, this will go in here because I don't need it, but I want to see, add it to my traveler's notebook when I get it. So I want that to come on the trip. Okay. Well, I think that does it. Unless unless I want to take the... Oh, I need to fill this up. No, I'll just use the Zig. That was the Pilot pocket pen. Let's Something white for the light, a Neocolor, a bit of gouache. I didn't even think about Neocolors. I thought about them last time I had them in the kit and then I took them away. White, I can just leave space. Although Neocolors are really nice in this sketchbook. Maybe I'll buy something similar. Thank you, Litza. That feels good. So I'm going to, not today, because that's enough for now, but I'm going to draw all my supplies on the front here so that I know what it is that I'm taking. Pretty sure I'm set. I'm pretty sure that's a good selection. Anything else, I'll just buy. Cool. All right, well, I think that's good. Thank you for your help. You were honestly a big help. I'm glad I did it live instead of in a video just going back and forth inside my head. So thank you. Thank you all for your help. I will see you on Thursday. Thursday at Art Hang Party, we are doing February with Missy and Michelle. February is it's an annual challenge that they put out on Instagram every year. This is their 8th year doing it, and we are not drawing birds, but we're going to be drawing people and interacting with birds, birds interacting with people, people turned into birds. It's going to be pretty silly. We did it last year, so it's kind of like the same vibe, if you remember. When we did it. Yeah, thank you for helping me put it together. I think it's going to be good. I look forward to sharing everything that I draw with you when I get back and all of the things that I find over there. And we will draw, we'll have a Tokyo session the first week of March at Art Hang Party. Michelle says, I wish I had help packing. You always have too much. But then you learn what you use and what you don't use and what you should take and what you shouldn't take. And then you still want to take it all. So so I get it. Litza said, you are stronger than me. I'm not sure I would have been able to decide what to take. LMAO. The thing that I always remember is we're going to the land of art supplies and stationery supplies, so there's gonna be no shortage of good things to add to the collection. So that's always something to look forward to. And then if I take too much, then it feels like there's pressure to not buy so much. Even though we'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go. Thank you for hanging out on a random Saturday afternoon. And tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Hippo has a drawing session here on YouTube. So click on Hippo's name, subscribe if you're not already following her, and be there tomorrow at noon. 6 p.m. UK time, European time. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at Hippo's, and I'll see you on Thursday for Art Hang Party. Bye.